Gotta get back to the past. Samurai Jack, season 5, episode 1, also known as episode 53 review. You guys wanted it. A few people, wanted asked me, be like, hey, Sparky, are you going to review episode 1 of Samurai Jack new season? I was like, I'll think about it. And I was like, it's my first time doing an episode review. And my reviews overall, from doing back, my old series, they're not the best. But at least it's coming from my own spin to it. You know what I'm saying? I can't do face cam. I can't do no special editing. Just one picture. I'm gonna talk over it. My initial thoughts and opinions on the episode, the season 5, episode 1 premiere, Samurai Jack. I actually like it. You know what I'm saying? It's what most episode 1s of series do. Is the build. For the rest of the season. Now we all know it's gonna be a total of 10 episodes. Now I guess to break down the episode itself without spoiling too much, I guess first thing I want to point out was the opening scene. The two characters, the two females, which did not have no speaking dialogue at all, but their antennas, had the electric power. Basically, with them, they use that to speak. You have them surrounded by a bunch of these robot beetles, which is they're similar to the beetles that Jack faced. I think it was episode 3 of the first season back then. But if they're the same, not same, but they're like the same beetles, but obviously different design. But either way, they're like the same concept. And so you got the dude. Well, initially looking at it. Dude comes in riding on his bike, and you're like, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? For me, low key, I was like, who is this guy? Because the mask that was covering Jack's face, I thought that was actually the dude's face. Like, just some mystery person taking Jack's shine, because he was kicking those robots behind. I was like, hey man, I was like, this is a job that Jack needs to do. Then once it got slapped on his face, he's like, oh, that's Jack. I feel kind of stupid now. So Jack helps him out and dips off. You know what I'm saying? Don't really say anything, just does what he does. And so, as the episode, progresses, he gets more of a premonition. It's not a premonition, but it's like he starts dealing with his own inner demons. You know what I'm saying? Being like he never returned back to the past to help out his family. And so he gets visions of his, his mother, father, kids, and all this. Well, not his kids, but like kids and everything. Just scolding him, you know what I'm saying? Like, his father's like, oh, you forgot your way. Why didn't you come back? You know what I'm saying? That's something that I think, you can relate to, like in real life in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Where, you hate yourself for not doing something, and it comes to haunt you. So this is what this was doing to him. And then you get to the Aku, his like hideout, but he's not there. Just a statue of this chick. The chick is this like tall masked warrior with these other different warriors with her, and then you see the kids popping out one by one. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, okay, one kid, okay, cool. 2 kids, 3 kids, 7 girls. I was like, who was popping out these kids like it ain't nothing? And so basically, these 7 female chicks, as you guys saw in the trailer. It's basically, they're train assailants under Aku, or I guess females that's the warriors that's worshiping Aku and wants his approval. This is, it's going to try to kill Jack. And so when you see them training, I found it kind of messed up because you got this big swole freaking female warrior. Beating up the kids. Like, because they only show 4 of them at the time. 4 of them trying to fight her, couldn't do anything. They just like, you can't beat her. You know what I'm saying? And then the one, I guess the one main leader, I forgot what was her name. But, you have it where, she sees his light. She's like, oh, I've been trapped up in this cave. I see light. And then the one older woman, so I guess, again, that's training them is like, hey, show her, what is it? Take care of her. Show her, don't disrespect me, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, pick her up and start punch her in the face. I'm like, bruh, like, come on, man, leave the kids alone. But then eventually, they age pretty fast. It's crazy because all this stuff is happening, they were just babies. And by the time they go out and they, tell them to, being told to go find Jack, they're already not necessarily adults, but they're teens already. They were just born. That's crazy how fast they time skip or whatever they did. This age just like that. And then you got Jack encountering this robot guy that is apparently Aku's favorite hitman. Well, I mean, I guess you can say he freaking called Aku, which is pretty funny. The way he talked, I can't describe it, but I mean, it's a similar. It's like it's like he talks like somebody where it's like he's like a what's the word for it? I guess like a broker. It's not a broker, but it's I can't describe it, but I guess I guess I'm saying was I like his character. You know what I'm saying? Too bad he only lasts one episode. I mean, hey, he might come back. I mean, it's 10 episodes, so he's probably done for this. But I like his powers, though. His ability was, he had the flute, and then after Jack destroyed it, he basically just made beats, scatting, a school sky doing all that stuff that controlled his weapons. And then the rocks, the boulders, which I like that as well. I think that's really it. Any particular point. I think I covered the main things that happened. The battle was pretty nice because again, the dude had multiple different weapons. The flute, Jack, he was battling him with like two small little daggers, and then the one main point is he pointed out what happened to your sword. Flashback, Jack's sword fell into a hidden abyss. Question is, will Jack get that sword back? I feel that if it fell into a hidden abyss, I feel like maybe around episode 5 possibly, Jack makes his way back there, like he calls like a flashback, like, I remember this place. And then he finds it, reunites with his sword, because that one sword, he needs that sword to take down Aku. Unless he finds a whole different sword that's forged to help him out. But I think he's going to find a way to get back to that sword. But I think this is it to my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, they're not the best. I just do what I can. I guess spoil. Yeah, this is complete spoilers. I mean, but it aired last week, Saturday, March the 11th. So might be recording this. I'm recording now the 14th, but you guys won't see this until Wednesday the 15th. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you guys want to see more. If you guys want me to go ahead and eventually review the whole season, each episode, all the way down to the last one. And I will catch you guys later. Deuces.